Yes. So we have discussed about various levels of energy, and these various energy levels, these are known as food chains. And then we discussed about a new concept, that trophic levels. What is the trophic level? We have already discussed about it. What is the trophic level, beta?
Ma'am.
Yes. Level of energy flow in which the energy is transferred from one stage to other stage. Isn't it? The energy is transferred to one stage to other stage, that is known as trophic level, flow of energy, right? But for example, we discussed here, first of all, the largest slab is for producer. Why do you think that this pyramid is having largest stage for the producers? Why it is said like this?
Ma'am, because it is very
Ma'am,
important
because
part
producers
of
are
a
the
food
ones who
chain.
produce the food.
Producers are
Most important
Ma'am.
part of a food chain.
most
Ma'am, because
important
producers
part. No,
produce food.
they are getting
And because they are in a hefty amount.
they are producers, but they are in direct contact of the sunlight, isn't it? तो सबसे ज्यादा जो डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट ऑफ सनलाइट में होगा, उसके पास एनर्जी भी तो ज्यादा होगी.
Yes,
Agree?
ma'am. Yes,
It
ma'am.
has most highest energy level. सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी होगी उनके पास. Agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So they have highest energy level. For example, here I have mentioned, suppose, for example, I have written here that suppose producer are having 10,000 kilojoule of energy. So what do you think? They are transferring whole energy to the primary consumers?
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
no, ma'am.
Only
No, ma'am.
10%.
First of all,
Only
we need
10%.
to recall what are primary consumers?
Ma'am, herbivorous
Herbivores.
animals.
And producers are also known as
Autotrophs.
Autotrophs.
autotrophs. Similarly, what are secondary consumers?
Carnivorous.
Carnivores. What are tertiary consumers?
Ma'am, large
Omnivores.
carnivorous.
Humans.
Omnivores.
Yes, ma'am.
Omnivores, in short.
What do you think? Who is at the top of any food chain? Who is at the top of any food chain?
I'm humans.
Ma'am, decomposers.
Human being. Human being, beta. Are the decomposers? Some children are saying, are the decomposers are any part of the consumer? Are they any consumer at any level?
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
say that they are consumers? Can you say that they are consumers?
Ma'am, maybe
they are
ma'am, would
omnivorous.
They are omnivores. They are eating plants as well as animals.
Ma'am, would
No,
to
ma'am.
You say
dead
they are eating
animals
plants
still feed
as well
होते हैं?
as animals.
No, ma'am.
What
No,
they are
ma'am.
doing? What they are doing?
मैम मे बी वो फूड चेन के बाहर लाई करेंगे.
They are breaking down. They are breaking down. They are helping this food chain to replenish. Isn't it? They are breaking down. They are helping this food chain to replenish. Producers को minerals चाहिए, उसके लिए soil चाहिए ना पहले. Soil कौन form कर रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is helping to form the soil?
Ma'am,
Decomposers.
decomposers.
Bacteria,
Decompose.
fungi. Isn't it? They are helping hand. But are they any of the consumer or they are producer?
No, ma'am. They're
No.
not
No, ma'am.
consumer
No.
as well as
We
consumer.
can't
No,
say
ma'am.
that they are
They are
part of
consumer.
consumers, right? So who is at the top of any food chain?
Ma'am, human.
Omnivores. Omnivores are
Human.
most of the time are human being. Other animals are also there, but human being is at the top of any food chain. If we want to say it is correct. Can we say this thing?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Human
Yes,
being are
ma'am.
at the any top of any food chain. We can kill the lion also. Many people used to do that. Nowadays we are protecting them, but they are at the top. Agree? So I have given example of these producers. Suppose producer are having, as we have discussed, they are in direct contact of sunlight. So they are getting more amount of the energy. Most of the energy is consumed from the direct sunlight is by producer. These producers are able to transfer the whole energy to the primary consumers. Are they transferring whole energy? Or they
No,
are
ma'am,
also
only 10%.
utilizing this form of energy in their
Ma'am, they are
own lighting?
utilizing
they
this
are
form of energy
utilizing.
They are
to
utilizing
form their
this
food.
90% of energy. This have been found by the study on an average, right? It's not necessarily in every stage, but on an average, they are utilizing 90% of their energy for their various life processes. What are the various life processes in which they consume?
Ma'am,
And their
photosynthesis.
survival activities.
For example, what are the various life processes? We have done a complete chapter.
And excretion,
Excretion,
Ma'am,
digestion,
ingestion, digestion.
respiration,
Ma'am,
respiration,
Ma'am, for plant
respiration.
photosynthesis.
These all are the
and
various life
locomotion.
processes. So they are
ma'am.
utilizing 90% of this energy in their various life processes. Agree? 90% of energy is utilized in the various life processes. Please note down side by side in your class notebook. Okay? Utilized in the life processes. So that means they are transferring how much percent to the next stage?
Ma'am, 10%.
They are only transferring 10%. Right? Similarly, if we talk of the primary consumers, do they give 100% energy to the secondary consumers or they utilize some energy?
Ma'am, they
And they
utilize.
also
They
utilize
Also
90%.
utilize most of the time, average comes 90% they utilize in their various life processes. So 10,000 kilojoule I have taken in starting. So 10% was only transferred to 1,000 kilojoule, to 1,200 kilojoule at the secondary consumers. Same way, secondary consumers also transfer only 10% to the omnivores. Is it clear? Or the tertiary consumers, or the tertiary consumers. So they are getting only 10 kilojoule of energy. Is it clear to
Ma'am, how
everyone?
the energy
So
is.
can we say that this law is 10% law?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we say that this law
Yes,
is
ma'am. Yes.
10% law? Because here only 10% of the energy is being transferred from the lower stage to the next level. In the trophic levels or in the energy levels, only 10% energy is transferred. Rest 90% of energy is utilized in the various life processes. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
One
How the
more thing
energy
we
is
are
transferred.
observing here is that the flow of energy, are these tertiary consumers are giving their part of energy to the secondary consumers or primary consumers? Are they
No,
transferring?
ma'am.
Or the primary consumers are giving any energy to the producers? कुछ पिछले
No,
वाले
ma'am.
कुछ एनर्जी
Ma'am.
ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं क्या? No.
No,
So
ma'am.
can we say that the energy flow is unidirectional? Can we say this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
can.
Right? So this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
also again one important question is that energy flow is unidirectional. Explain with the help of a diagram. Unidirectional. 3-mark question. This has come many times in the board. Energy flow is unidirectional. Is it clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have done
Yes,
three
ma'am.
important questions just now. What are trophic levels? Please note down. What are trophic levels? How the energy flows from one level to next level? How the energy flows from one level to next level? Next question. What is 10% law? What is 10% law? What next we have done? Next question, what we have done?
Energy flows in unidirectional.
Very good. Energy flow is unidirectional. Justify the statement. All these questions normally comes of 3 marks. Normally comes of 3 marks, beta. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So please do it very neatly.
Second point.
What is 10% law? Where it is?
Ma'am, 258.
Page
Ma'am,
238. Where?
58.
Yes.
Ma'am,
From
here.
here. An average of 10% of food is eaten and turned into its own body. Rest all, therefore, it is taken as 10% as the average value for the amount of organic matter that is present at each step and reaches the next level of consumers. And if they ask you to justify in 3 marks, you have to go for 4 trophic levels till here. With the help of this pyramid, of course. Clear? What is 10% law is clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Next question we have done. What is energy? Why energy flow is known as unidirectional? Where is the answer?
मैम पेज 259 मैम स्टार्टिंग में ही है ये वाला
मैम स्टार्टिंग में है फर्स्ट लाइन सिलेक्ट
Very good. Very good. The energy flow is second line. From the second line. The flow of energy is unidirectional. Justify the statement. You have to mark from starting till the end of each level progressively. Well explained in NCERT. Again, the questions are there line to line, but you have to mark in your NCERT. Is it clear?
यस मैम
Okay. Next question we are going to discuss is what is biological magnification? What is? Please write down. What is biological magnification? 3 mark question. This comes in many times in board exam. Biological कह रहे हैं तो means the biological processes are involved, isn't it? If we are saying biological process, that means biological processes are involved.
यस मैम
So
yes ma'am
we are doing various biological processes. For example, for plants, we are sowing seed and then we start giving them fertilizers. Where do these fertilizers goes?
ma'am they seep into the soil
They seep into the soil, and when we get the water, this goes into the where does it
Plant.
goes? It goes into the plant. Very good. We give pesticide. Sometimes the crops are grown and we spray the pesticide. Farmers sprinkle karte. so that they should get more production, more agriculture production, and that should be the healthy one, safer one also, right? It should not eaten by any pest. So we add pesticide, we add insecticide. Where does this goes?
Ma'am, into the plant.
Again into the plant, because it is seep into the soil and then it reaches ultimately with the help of water. The plant, there's minerals and soil and these chemicals also which have seep into the soil. Most of the agriculture land, it has been noticed, are near the rivers or water bodies. Agree? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what happens that some part of these fertilizers are also overflown along with the water to the rivers. And that river water is drunk by
Animals.
animals as well as plants are being watered for this, as well as human being is also drinking the water of river. So where these
Yes, ma'am.
chemicals have reached to human being, from the river bodies also it reached to human being. Suppose there are fish also in that area, that fish have also taken that chemicals inside it. Aquatic organisms, aquatic plant, they have also taken these chemicals inside their body. Who ate those fish? Who has eaten those
Ma'am,
fish?
humans. Ma'am,
Human
humans.
being. So human being have received chemicals from fish, from water, and the human being is also eating the plants also. Agriculture जो भी कर
Plant.
रहा है, उसके plants को भी तो हम ही खा रहे हैं. So we are
Yes, ma'am.
getting that fertilizers, insecticide, pesticide, what we have given to the nature is returning back and coming to us only. Agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is getting magnified. Maybe if we are omnivores, we are eating fish also, we are eating egg also, we are eating milk also, we are taking dairy products also. So everything is ultimately magnified in large form and it is reaching back to human being also.
Yes, ma'am.
So this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
known as biological magnification. Maybe directly we have not given any insecticide or pesticide to the agriculture land, but it has reached to us in magnified form. To the water bodies, here I would like to add here, to the water bodies, to the air, we have given many other ways in the chemical form for drainage water. By industries, the waste of water was thrown directly to the rivers, isn't it? We have created lots of pollution also. We are using many industries. They are also giving direct pollution to the environment, and these environmental gases are being absorbed by, they are
Human
being
beings.
utilized by plants
Human.
as well as some
Humans.
animals or cattle. They all are breathing in the same environment. Human being also breathing that same environment. So who is getting all these chemicals in return in the magnified form?
Ma'am,
Human
humans.
beings.
Human
being.
beings.
Thus, it is known as biological magnification because we are getting these chemicals in magnified form. Maybe I am contributing only one reason, but I am getting return from every my activity or whatever being done by different types of the human being, that is getting magnified and reaching back to us. Thus, it is known as biological magnification. So well explained in NCERT. Now you will tell me where it is. In these 2 pages it is. Don't go so far.
Ma'am, 260.
Ma'am,
Yes.
in the last
It
paragraph,
is
like
here,
another
starting
interesting
from
aspect.
last
wala.
paragraph till the next page. This flow chart you will
Next
make in case
paragraph.
of unidirectional. Okay. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
This is, and sometimes this question comes, diagram shows the flow of energy in an ecosystem. Here it is not written unidirectional. Please write down. Energy flow is unidirectional. Explain with the help of diagram. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So biological magnification is going on from page 215. 9 to 260, first paragraph. It is completed here. And as you can see the term very clearly written here, this is known as biological magnification. Next page, beta. Next page. Biological magnification. Right. Now, next question, please write down. What is ozone layer? Next topic. What is ozone layer? What is the role of ozone layer? Same two more questions from this topic. If the question comes, draw the diagram, that energy flow is unidirectional, then though you can make only diagram. But if the question comes, explain with the help of diagram, then you have to, explain with diagram. That means you have to explain also in 4-5 lines and you have to draw the diagram also. Understand the language. Draw means draw karo. Explain means you have to explain and you have to draw the diagram also. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
एक और
So
question.
frame
Ma'am,
two more
जैसे
questions from ozone layer. Tell me quickly. Right. So ozone layer, first of all, what is ozone layer and how it is formed? What is the function of it? Right. So ozone is formed by the oxygen only. Where do we live? Before we start this topic, you should understand where do we live?
ma'am on Earth.
On the earth. On the earth surface or inside the earth?
Ma'am on surface.
On
On
the
surface.
On the earth's surface we live, right? So this is our earth and the atmosphere surrounding it, and on the surface there are plants as well as animals, right?
Yes,
There
ma'am.
are plants
Yes,
as well
ma'am.
as animals. So we are living on this biosphere. This is known as biosphere. All of you know this thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And here is sun. Where is ozone layer?
And
Ma'am
covering.
in the
atmosphere.
It is
In the
forming the in the atmosphere, or it is forming an envelope around it.
And it is forming an envelope around it.
It is forming a envelope around it,
envelope around it.
right? So the ozone layer is forming an envelope around it, right? Why we are calling it as envelope? It is not
Ma'am, because it
uniform.
covers.
Somewhere it is
Ma'am.
thicker, somewhere it is thinner, or somewhere it is negligible also. You can see here there is no ozone layer. I have not made any boundary over here, right? How it is formed?
मैम जब सनलाइट से ऑक्सीजन ब्रेक होता है दो में, तब मैम वो
Very
O2 के
good,
साथ
very good,
हाँ रिएक्ट करके O3 बन
very
जाता है.
good. So as you can see in your NCERT, very well explained that ozone is formed by the reaction of ultraviolet radiations. These are coming from sunlight. Why ultraviolet radiations only work on this? Why not normal solar energy work on it?
Ma'am,
जी
मैम क्योंकि अल्ट्रावायलेट रेडिएशन ही मतलब ऐसा कैपेबल है ऑक्सीजन की उसको तोड़ने का.
they are having high source of energy, beta,
High
because
source of
ultraviolet radiations are having high source of energy, such that they are breaking down this oxygen molecule, which was a stable molecule comparatively, into the oxygen 2 atoms. And these 2 atoms of oxygen combined with single O2 molecule. O2 is a molecule. Yes. O2 is a
Yes,
molecule.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It is combining with each single O2 molecule and forming ozone layer. What is the formula of ozone?
Ma'am, O3.
Ma'am, O3.
Excellent. Right? So they are forming O3 molecule, which is known as ozone layer. Agree? Ozone
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
stable gas or unstable gas?
I'm unstable.
It is unstable gas. Excellent. So this is being formed and broken down, formed and broken down. So that's why I haven't made it uniform, right? So as you said, that ozone layer, what is the role of ozone layer? It reflects back the ultraviolet or
Ultraviolet
infrared
ray.